So guys, for some months now, I've been wondering what AI could do for me as a web designer. Now don't get me wrong, because I know ChatGPT as AI can do a lot for me. But to have it in my web design platform to make my work as a web designer easy without going back and forth from ChatGPT to my WordPress dashboard, I wasn't getting the right AI tool. As a web designer, getting the right text, images, and sometimes the right code for a web design idea or project can be very stressful. I needed an AI tool or something that can be integrated into my web design platform that can help me get the right images, get the right text without relying on Lorem Ipsum, and also help me with some codes when the need arises. Now I found one, and that is Elementor AI. Now I love using Elementor, so knowing that Elementor has AI tool that will help me create awesome websites was a plus for me. So are you ready to make a powerful website and unlock the power of web design with a touch of magic? Now in today's video, I'm going to introduce to you what Elementor AI is and the extraordinary world of Elementor AI where creativity meets automation. So get ready to transform your web design like never before. Hello guys, my name is Kobe and this is KaiTech Digital. Okay guys, so in this video we're going to talk about three things. Now the first one is how we can use Elementor AI to create images. So we're going to create images, modify and edit images also. And then the second one is text. How we can use Elementor AI to create text or to generate text. And then the last one is also code. So how we can use Elementor AI to generate code for us. Now all what you need to do is to give Elementor AI some prompts, and then they'll be able to generate the code that you want them to generate for you to do any actionable things on your website or to do anything on your website. So now let's dive into it. Now the first one that we're going to talk about is images. So let's say we want to create an image for our website that we are designing. So I'm going to create a new container over here, and then let's say I want to create two structure container like this one over here, and then I'm just going to come over here, make it like just let me leave it box, but the focus is what to create images. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this particular container over here, and then I'm going to drag an image into it. Okay, so as you can see, this is the image widget that I've dragged into it. Now the moment I drag into it, now you see this sign over here which says create with AI. That is what we're going to do. Now under normal circumstance, what we have to do is just click over here and choose our image. But no, this time around we want to use AI to be able to create for us or generate the image for us. So we click over here for AI to do its work for us. Now what you need to do is to just fill in some details over here, and then your image will be created for you. So first of all, you just type in what kind of image that you want the image to the AI to do for you. So what we're going to do is just give it some prompt, and then AI will do its magic for us. So I'm going to say black digital marketer. This is just 3 words prompt over here, but I want more. I am just content block. I don't know what to do, so I'm going to click on this one which says enhance prompt, and then AI would just give me enhance the prompt that I have created over here, and then give me so many words attached to this prompt. So let's click on it. So guys, as you can see over here, it says what a professional and confident image for a black digital marketer. The image should feature them in a business setting, working blah 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 blah. So it has what enhanced the prompt for me. So if I don't want anything over there, I can decide to remove it and then use it to create my image. Now let me go to the next one which says what image type. So the image type, what do you want? Do you want it to be photographic, background, handmade, digital art, or 3D? Okay, so let's leave it as what photographic. And then the style, what do you want it to be? Is it a landscape or whatever it is? You can be able to use it. So let's say we want it to be on a landscape over here, or not just a landscape, but let's say a portrait. Okay, want it to be a portrait. And then the aspect ratio, so you choose the aspect ratio that you want. So if it is a portrait, then you choose between these ones over here. So let me just leave it let me just pick this one or this one. Okay, any one of it will be good. So I'm going to 3 4, or let me just make it 2 3 over here, and then I'll click on generate to generate the image for me. So it's going to generate all the images for me, and then I'll choose the one that I want or I feel comfortable with, and I'll use it for my website. Now guys, as you can see, this is what a beautiful image of a black marketer over here. So guys, as you can see, very beautiful one, as you can see over here. Now we can decide to what to just choose the one that you want and then use. Okay, so now one funny thing is you need to be very careful about the image that you choose, because even though it is perfect, it is not all that perfect. For instance, look at this one over here. Okay, the fingers over here, you can see that it is not all that perfect. Okay, so make sure that you choose the right image, look at it very carefully before you use it for your website. So I'm gonna go with any one, 2 3 of them will be okay for me. I'm gonna go with this guy over here with a blue suit. Okay, so I'm gonna say use image. Now over here you can go over here and edit the image. You remember that we talked about editing and modifying the image. You can go over here and click on what edit to edit the image also. Now as you can see, another session opens for you over here, whereby you can expand, you can generate generative fill, you can resize, you can do a lot of variations, and then you can even remove background or replace what background. Okay, so let's say I just want to remove the background and then just let this guy stand on its own. Okay, so I'll just click over here, and then it says what create an image of the subject with transparent background. So I will just click on what remove background over here, and then let's see how the AI does its magic over here. So guys, as you can see, I have a very beautiful image over here with no background, and I'm good to go. So I can go ahead and then click on use image over here, and as you can see, I have an image, very nicely designed image over here that I can use for my website. Now of course, if this is a hero session over here, I can decide to what go ahead and then just go to this place and then fill this place with any color of my choice that I want. So I'm going to just make it like a gradient color or something. Just fill it with any kind of color that I want, and then I'll be good to go. So this is just an example of how beautiful you can be able to set up your website with AI. Okay, so just very beautifully done. Just give it anything over here, and then over here you can just use some text over here. Okay, so now we know how we can be able to use AI to create images and then also to modify images. Now let's go ahead to the second point, where we can use AI to create text. Okay, so now we're going to create text for our website that we are creating. So as you can see over here, I want to bring in a heading heading text over here. Okay, so I'm going to click this one over here and then drag in a heading text over here. Now over here, what I'm going to do is I want a digital marketing headline over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click with write with AI over here. Okay, you see this AI thing over here, just click on it and then just describe what you want to write over here. So I'll say a headline text for a digital marketing website, and then I can go ahead and then generate the text. Now as you can see, it gives me what a text. It says maximize your online presence with expert data marketing strategies and techniques. If you are good with it, you just click on what use text. If you are not, you can use this 4 things over here to simplify the language, to make it longer, to make it shorter, and then to fix the spelling and grammar. Okay, so I think you can also decide to change the tone. You can also decide to translate to a different language. It depends on what you want. I think I like this one. All what I'm going to do is just click on use text over here. Now all what I need to do is change the color of the text. So I'm going to go over here, change this one, make it white, change the typography also to what I want. Okay, so I can decide to go ahead and then just change the typography to any text that anything that I want. Okay, so let's say I just want this typography, but I think this one is too long for me. Okay, so I'll go back over here and then click over here, and then I'll say what, make it shorter. Okay, so I'm going to just click on make it shorter, and then as you can see, boost your online presence with digital marketing, expert digital marketing. So I'm going to use this text rather, and then I think it's okay for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click over here and position the text in the middle for me. So I'm going to go to layout over here, and then go ahead and then just position this one in the middle. So as you can see, it goes hand in hand with this one. Now I can decide to go over here and then, you know, just increase the text size. Okay, so whichever way that you want it, and then you do it the way you want it. So I'm just going to go over here, go to the bold and make it extra bold. Okay, yeah, I think let me just go with 50. Okay, so I can also decide to just drag in this one over here to make it something like this. Okay, so guys, as you can see, I have, all right guys, so the next thing that we want to do is to add some few subheading over here. Okay, so we just want to add some few text over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and then just drag in some text editor over here. Okay, and then the same thing also, so we can also go ahead and then, you know, I can either even decide to come over here and then go over here and then just copy this one over here and then come here and then click on this edit with AI, and then I'll put this one over here and then I'll say maybe generate. Now as you can see, it has generated a whole lot of text for me over here. Okay, but it's too much for me, so I want to make it shorter. Okay guys, it's still too much for me. Now what I can do is I can just, you know, just copy what I want to copy from inside. So experience pros adapt campaigns to blah 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 blah. I think this one is okay for me. I can just copy it and then, you know, just close it over here, then come over here and paste it over here. Okay, and I think it will be good for me. Now I can go ahead and then change the typography and then also change you know, the color of the text. Okay, so basically I think this is what's quite okay for me. Okay guys, so our website is getting into shape, so all what we need to do is to just add some few button over, so a button over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and then add my button, and then I am good to go. So now we've learned how to, you know, just create a text with AI, create the subheading with also AI, and then also generate an image with AI. So you can easily create a website with AI only if you have the idea to create that particular website. Now if we publish it right now, we can go ahead and then, you know, have a look at how the website looks like. As you can see, this is it. It's not really complete, it's not really nice, but we can still edit it and make it nicer the way we want it. But then the idea of you getting a website done with AI is basically possible that you can do it. So that is it. So that is how you can be able to create text and images with AI. Now let's look at the next one, which is using AI, Elementor AI, to create codes for our website. Now this one that we're going to do is basically in Elementor Pro. So if you don't have Elementor Pro, then I think you have to make sure that you get Elementor Pro for your website. Now I'll leave a link over there. If you choose to use the link, it will help me because it is an affiliate link, which will help me to be able to create most of the images, most of the videos that I create on this YouTube channel. So guys, let's jump in and let's go into how we can be able to use Elementor Pro, how we can be able to use Elementor AI, sorry, to be able to create you know, amazing codes for our website. All right guys, so in this part we're going to learn how we can be able to use the code aspect of Elementor AI in our design. Okay, so basically in designing, sometimes you need to write some CSS code, you need to write some JavaScript code, and then also some HTML codes and other stuff. But then if you're not a code savvy like me, it becomes a little bit difficult. You need to, just scratch your brains and other stuff to be able to come up with this code and other stuff, or sometimes even hire somebody to write a code for you and other stuff. Now this particular aspect of Elementor AI is very good for those of us who are not code savvy, and then who are just designers who want to design a website. Now, for instance, if you want to let's say add a code to, or let's say do some animations to this particular image over here. So I'm going to just go ahead and then show you what I mean. Now let's click on the image over here, okay? And then, like I told you, this aspect of adding the code is basically for those of you who are using Elementor Pro. If you are using Elementor Pro, then this particular thing is for you. So let's say we want to add a code to this particular image, so that when somebody hover on it, the image will turn 360 and then also shrink. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to advanced over here. Now select the image and go to it advanced, and then scroll down, and you see what we call the custom CSS over here. Now click on it over here, and then over here what we're going to do is, you see, you can either choose to write the code, or you can either choose to just edit with Elementor AI. So we're going to edit with Elementor AI, and then Elementor AI is going to give us some suggested prompt. Okay, so as you can see over here, it says hover animate 20% bigger, and then rotate 10 degrees, clockwise. Is it clockwise or whatever it is? Okay, so basically this is the kind of prompt that we want. But then of course, this is suggested prompt. You can also decide to you just create your own prompt. Okay, so let's say we want on hover, okay, rotate 360 degrees clockwise, and maybe let's say shrink, let's say let's say 20%. Okay, and let's try and see if we can generate the code for this particular prompt, or for this particular prompt that we make. So as you can see over here, this is it. So it has given us the code over here, and then the explanation of the code also is over here. So it says what selector hover image, that is the image. We've selected the image, and then transform this one, it will scale to this one, and then also rotate to this one, scale to this one, and also transition is 1 second easing, so easing out. So you can decide to just insert the code over here, and as you can see, this is how it is. So on hover, it works. Now you can modify it anyhow you want it. Okay, so let's say you want to shrink it a little bit more, so we can just make it like let's say 50, and then the transition, or the the transition, we want to make it like 8 seconds. Okay, so as you can see, look at how it goes. It goes very slow, and then it will shrink. Okay, and that is it. Now let's say we want to make it like maybe 0.5. okay, so we'll go over here, and then that is how it becomes. Okay, so depending on whatever you want to do, you can make sure that you add your code using Elementor AI over here. So Elementor AI helps you to write code without even you noticing it. Okay, so basically, let's say we want to add extra code to this particular button also. So we're going to click over here, and then go to advanced also, and then over here we scroll down, and then go to custom CSS. Now we'll be able to click over here to edit with AI, and then we can add anything that so let's say we want to add a rainbow color animated text gradient. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to click over here, and then insert it, or generate the code for it, and then after that we're going to insert the code. So this is the code that it has generated. Now as you can see, here is the code. We can go ahead and then insert it, and then as you can see over here, this is how it goes. So the rainbow colors is what is showing. So as you can see, it works perfectly well. Okay, so very nicely done, very nice. And you can decide to change even the color of the button so that your rainbow colors will perfectly fit well. So let's say you want to change the color of the button here to, let's say, white. Okay, so you're gonna see that the rainbow colors is also coming up well. So let's say you can change the button to any button color, and then just for you to make sure that you see the colors that you're dealing with. Okay, so if you change it to black, that is how you're gonna see all the colors very well. Okay, so perfectly done, nicely designed, and that is Elementor AI code session. Okay, so you can edit the code, the color of the gradient, anything, the color codes that you want to use for the for the rainbow colors and all those kind of stuff. You can do it the way you want it. So as you can see, you can animate and add a lot of animations using Elementor AI code. Okay, so now we've talked about three main things. We talked about images, we talked about text, we talked about code. Okay, and that is it. Now this is not the only place you can add code, not the CSS. You can even, when you go to Elementor code library, the prompt library, sorry, it shows you that you can add with the possibility of adding CSS, you can add JavaScript, you can add HTML codes also. Okay, so depending on what kind of code that you want to add, or what kind of animation and actions that you want to add on your website, then you use the kind of code that you want to use. Okay, so they also have a lot of prompts over here, and that is why they call it the prompt library. You can search by category, either CSS or JavaScript. You can set by what tag and all those kind of stuff. Okay, so this is Elementor AI, and this is not just something that you will say that, oh, it is something simple, you can be able to do it without Elementor. No, Elementor has brought the AI into your web design platform, whereby you can be able to use it to design whatever it is that you want to design. So you can step up your web design process and have simple web design process very easily and very comfortable to do whatever that you want to do. Now, how do you get Elementor AI? So Elementor AI is very simple to get. I will leave a link in the description for you, whereby you can go ahead and then go to this page over here. Okay, you'll be able to go to this page over here. Now, of course, the link will send you to Elementor website. Now when you get over there, just hover on product over here and then click on Elementor AI, and then you can be able to get Elementor AI for yourself. Now with this season of Black Friday, Elementor is giving a lot of discount and other stuff out, so you can get the hosting, Elementor hosting and AI together as cheap as $9 point something a month. You can be able to get it over there. So go ahead and then get your Elementor AI, and then you can be able to design a website, any kind of website of your choice, using AI and Elementor together. I hope this website helps you to be able to generate your own, to be able to create your own or add a touch of magic to your website. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.